to my portion of the stream here outside of panels. I am walking the floor, showing what's on the floor. So if you've been watching on 321 TV, this is now a different perspective of how the floor looks. So I'm going to switch over from selfie mode with me to showing the floor. So as I change the way I hold this camera too. So we got cat ears.
Hello.
Plenty of cat ears.
Lots of cat ears.
Some nice messenger bags. Just interviewed these guys on the 321 Twitch stream for mental health and suicide prevention. Good stuff. Need to see this more at cons. Maybe not those because those looks weird. This, yes. That, maybe not so
Maybe
much.
not that, yeah.
That'll probably put me into a depression. I don't
Fair
know.
enough, yeah. Maybe somebody will buy and help us out.
Although, I'm not going to lie, this Baxter Stockman right here.
It's pretty cool, but Turtles in Time doesn't hold up.
Shush you. Let us nerd out. I mean, there's Spider-Man soda. And then there's them. More comic books. We got Great State Paranormal.
Hey, how's it going?
This is the other portion of the stream. This is from the floor stream on my channel, and then you had that. So we have a shark. Actually, no, I'm gonna go back because these are always cool. You can never go wrong with these.
No, never.
And then like somebody steals them from your room because they're cool. We have a shark. Someone who really loves their sharks.
Shark comic book.
Yep.
It's kind of the Punisher of sharks. That's all you had.
Yeah. I mean, did you ever play the Jaws video game?
No, I have not.
There was a Jaws video game, and it was almost as if you're just trying to be a Punisher, but in the shark
I
form.
think I've heard of it.
It was really bad.
I think they made something called Man-Eater recently, and it's kind of similar, if I remember right.
But the Jaws video game was really bad.
Oh, okay.
I don't recommend it, like at all. Like, run away from it if you see it. And of course, we're going to have a couple interviews coming up in a moment.
This is the one.
She is right back there, right here. I just showed.
We got crafts. Howdy. I'm part of the streaming crew that's up there. This is the on the floor stream now.
Oh,
Howdy. We got crafts.
Yep, I've got seatbelt covers here. These are $7 and awesomely nerdy all the way around. And then I've got card holders that you put in for like Uno when they give you all those draw fours and you just can't hold them in your hands and they fall everywhere.
That's actually
Slide them in
creative.
here, and that way you can just look on. Hands-free.
Hands-free poker.
And I made nothing. I'm literally here for moral support.
And you're doing a wonderful job.
Hooray, I did things.
But you have an awesome shirt.
Thanks, bro. Awesome. I like Punisher.
Thank you.
So good.
There you go.
We have mugs. Actually, I like how these look.
Thank you.
How'd you make them?
It depends. So most of the mugs and everything is a process called sublimation. So I have a special printer and I've got a press for them.
Very cool. Howdy.
Yeah, we're going.
Hit that later because that's where the interviews are going to be. What con wouldn't be a con without anime figures? And old school Incredible Hulk. That's actually signed by somebody.
Yeah, it's Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell by the signature.
Yeah.
I've seen him, but I've never like actually gone to meet him. So, got your mask. Aaron Yeager talking about an Attack on Titan earlier on the stream. Okay, so this is something I was talking about earlier. It's Blackjack and Evangelion. Okay, that's very weird and unique. Got buttons. Bulbasaur. I see Bulbasaur. And I see Squirtle. Where's Pikachu?
No Pikachu.
No Pikachu. What's wrong with you?
Sorry.
You leave out the best Pokemon?
Yeah.
How dare you? I mean, you have the Mario hat, you have Luigi, you have the star. The ball thing. I don't know what its name is. I don't remember. Hello, buddy.
Hello.
And this is one of our interview guests. Well, an interview's happening on stage. And then we have the interview guest with an interview on stage. Like literally, an interview's happening. Welcome
Meta.
So, this is the official interview time. So I'm with Blaze Belushi. He's a cartoonist. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into cartooning and stuff?
All right. Hey guys, as he said, I'm Blaze Belushi. I've been cartooning professionally for about 7.5 years now. I did music before that, hence the weird name. And I kept it when I got to cartooning because it stands out a hell of a lot more than Brian.
That's very fair, and Brian is a very common name.
Yeah, there's usually at least 4 or 5 on every show. Not as many Belushis, but yeah, pop culture addict. I try to hit all sides and corners of pop culture, from Good Burger to old black and white movies to every cartoon under the sun.
Nice. What inspired you to make the shift over from music to cartooning?
I'd always drawn even as a kid and done a few commissions here and there, and it was weird. When I did music and wrote lyrics, I'd always have scribbles in the margins, or vice versa. If I was trying to draw, I'd have lyrics written on the side. And I honestly just started doing better at the art than the music, and I ended up kind of combining the loves. I kept doing music, but would do album covers and promo and merch for everybody, and really just found more of my place there. And the late nights kind of got old after a while when cons tend to be early mornings.
Yeah, it's always nice having a con because you can be like, today it's 10 to 5, and other cons it's like a 3-day con. It's like, you know, it's going to end at a certain point.
Yeah, I double dipped for too long. I would do like an event like this and then a concert that night, not get home till 4 in the morning, and then be in another town the next day trying to hit another one-day show. And
It grinds
I was
you.
falling asleep at the tables, and that was not beneficial.
So what is some of the stuff that you really enjoy doing cartooning on?
I really enjoy,
That's beautiful.
as much as I love cartooning, I love taking things from live action that are popular where I can completely stylize it in my own way and interpret it, like the Good Burger, for example. Just stuff where I can put a little bit of my own twist on it, or at least add a gag to it, like Shaggy with It Wasn't Me, you know.
Butthead. I need TP for my bunghole.
Yes, always.
Pinky in the Brain trying to take over the world.
Right, or Gizmo, but as seen on TV, just add water.
Now we got to talk about these fine gentlemen right here.
Ah, Jay and Silent Bob.
We were talking about that earlier. You're a huge Kevin Smith fan.
Yeah, his movies were a revelation when I found him, because I was the fat kid that liked hockey and hip-hop and comic books and things that just seemed completely disparate from each other. So it was manna from heaven, just rattling off the same interests and a similar lowbrow sense of humor with highbrow references thrown in.
Are you excited for Clerks 3?
I'm cautiously optimistic for Clerks 3.
I mean,
I love his movies for the most parts. Few of the later ones, I love that he's getting more experimental, but I'm curious to see how it holds up. I do like that a lot of the a lot of the older actors are coming back around, like repaired with Affleck, for example.
Yeah. And apparently Kevin Smith was teasing because he was talking about Ben Affleck because we saw him in the trailer. That apparently it's a completely different character for Ben.
Right.
And there's other surprise cameos coming up.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the other cameos will be. I have a feeling quite a few will be in that montage of the audition.
Yeah,
scenes, for example, or just customers coming into the quick stop.
Yeah. Now I have to say, I love the genie.
Oh, thank you.
Obviously for all of us, Robin Williams is a massive part of our childhood.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially with Genie and stuff like that.
Cartooning is at its best with a sense of humor, and my God, it doesn't get much better than Robin Williams for sheer. He was animated in person already.
Something to consider when it comes to Genie is that, obviously for animation they do the voice acting first and then they put the artist to the voice. And so imagine trying to have to draw Genie based off of Robin Williams' performances.
Oh, right, yeah. I know when they were thinking, before they even had him audition, they did a test run just to his stand-up of a few minutes to kind of get the rhythms and everything. And I want to say Eric Goldberg, who animated the Genie, it was one of his first full projects with Disney. And dear God, I've heard there's so many outtakes, hours of outtakes that he just went ahead and animated for his own sake. Because he's like, that's just so funny, I want to see what that looks like.
Let's just put it in perspective like this. There's probably an X-rated version of Aladdin somewhere.
Oh, guaranteed.
Of just based off of Robin Williams' performances.
Oh, absolutely.
It's hilarious. Now, one thing I noticed is you actually have a Pride sticker here. Funny thing is that 2019, the first ever Wilkes. I'm wearing an LGBT Pride shirt. I'm wearing one now. But when I wore it the first time, it was oh, it's a wrestling shirt. I'm not thinking twice about it.
Sure.
But I'm getting dirty looks about it. And then now coming here to 2022 for Wilkes, I'm seeing more Pride stuff, and it's actually really refreshing in a way because it's showing that it's growing with diversity.
It is.
What is is this your first Wilkes? And if not, what type of growth have you seen with this con?
This con is a fairly newer one, but honestly, it's hands down one of, if not my favorite in NC. Dennis made it very artist-friendly. Because he is himself an artist. I've known him for years at the shows, and he's just done a wonderful job of the variety of people without it being the same artist, all in one row. So many cons, it's all the artists are there, and then all the
especially
crafts
the big,
are there.
Especially the big cons.
Yeah, and so you end up getting lost in the mix, whereas here I'm next to Funkos and another artist, and then the books. It gives a nice variety and kind of keeps the lines moving where you don't get everybody at the one artist table or just the one body pillow or whatever the popular thing is.
Because everyone needs a body pillow.
Right. And then, the growth has been phenomenal. Obviously, it's hard to gauge numbers when the show launched around the COVID times.
Yeah, because the first show was 2019.
Right.
And then the second show was last year, for the summer show.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
it's hard to tell trends anymore with shows if it's just the one-timer, the weirdness of what's going on.
I can at least speak from my experience from 2019, wearing the LGBT Pride shirt, getting all the dirty looks.
Yeah.
And then now, I'm not really getting the dirty looks. And I'm seeing, stuff like this on the merch table as I also showcase Pinky the Brain.
Yeah.
And Batman. That's cool. But
you saw Kevin Conroy's story about coming out and how Batman.
Yeah, it's in the DC Pride. And I think that's part of why I brought it up is because you see the growth.
Yeah.
And that's the important thing. It's
just the way the conversation has changed, to where even comedians that have never been necessarily they borderline risque or whatever, but even have Seth Rogen apologizing for a movie from 10 years ago. I'm sorry I did that rapid fire exchange of I know how I know you're gay. Ha ha ha. Yeah. It's amazing to see the growth.
Oh no, let's be honest. The one person we don't need the apology from for anything would be Robin Williams. Because he's just that eccentric.
Exactly.
You know,
And comedy is supposed to be off the cuff and kind of
a little
the quiet thoughts out loud.
It's
and
a
giving you permission to laugh at those things.
Well, not
but
like
it's weird that culture as a whole seems like a lot of people say that quiet part out loud anymore, but
Yeah.
without the sense of humor.
Yeah, and that's
Which makes all the difference when they're
and
dead
that-
serious, just
and-
saying something hateful, and it's not the like if you and I were friends, we'd rag on each other a certain
Oh
way.
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. It's like it's kind of lost in the translation. People forget what comedy is about.
Exactly.
So, but that real quick, Blaze, where can the people find you on social media?
Instagram, Facebook at Blaze Belushi. As I shamelessly promote on
Oh, there you
cards
go.
and my shirt and banners. I promise I'm not a narcissist. I just try to make it easy for everybody to find me.
And like look at that face on there too. It's just so adorable. But Blaze, thank you so much. I'll talk to you later, buddy. And enjoy the rest of the con, man.
Thank you. You too.
Ooh, old school Batman animated series. I'm actually rewatching that right now. Well, not literally right now, but when I get back home to Maryland, I'll be watching it again. It's actually pretty awesome. You got melts.
$20 to one of the
Got it. So I'm guessing you take like the Pokemon cards and put them in resin and stuff like that.
Yeah, I try to make them so they can't like ever break down or like shitty or if they get ripped.
So essentially, if I'm Pokemon battling somebody, I can just throw this out there without worries.
Don't think you can shuffle it into your deck properly though.
Well, who says I want to shuffle?
Why do
Maybe-
okay, something I just had a weird brainstorm. What if people had like Pokemon cards and they just be like they were just like they pull out coasters, they just start going like that, like I don't know, some sort of weird like Yu-Gi-Oh type shit.
I mean, honestly, like
That's
I
the
would.
battlefield.
I mean, I would totally just take this Zapdos and just throw it out there and go, all right, come on, bring it on.
You could use it.
And just,
I don't think it would be against rules. It's just encased
It
in
would
something.
definitely be against rules.
Well,
You need like a proxy in your deck.
if
for when
you're
you
playing
draw
with
it.
your friend, like or one
Yeah,
of
your
your
friends
homeboys,
will go.
What are rules?
I don't know.
With your friends, what are rules?
Exactly.
It's relevant.
I just go for the win.
I just think they look really cool in resin.
No, they definitely look really nice. I actually do like how they look.
And you can have it like if you're a big nerd. Or like I have like the anime character
We're
ones.
at a convention. You're most likely a
Everybody
nerd
here
if
is a
you're
nerd.
if you're here. So
Well, because like some people be like, oh, I want my house to have like Pokemon shit in it or something like.
People think they're ashtrays. They are definitely not ashtrays.
there are definitely coffins
Yeah.
or caskets.
I don't know. A lot of people are like, can I like smoke with this? I'm like, no.
It's
Not.
plastic.
You
It will
you
burn.
will burn it, and then it'll smell like fucking crap.
All right. Well, you'll enjoy the rest of
Hey,
your
once
week.
you buy it, you can do with it what you will. It's not my responsibility anymore.
What stupid is, stupid does.
Yeah.
My God, they have an old school Krang. Well, at least the body for Krang. That's actually pretty cool. White Ranger. Man, the video game. Oh, snap.
I have a smaller one of that for 10. And this,
It's our friends from Ents again. Hey. Now I'm on the floor stream. There's some of the dragons that we talked about.
Yeah, about sold out.
Just about, yeah.
That's the
Your
big guy
friend is
left.
gone.
Yeah.
You sold your friend?
Yeah. Had to move on.
Why did you whore your
Grew
friend
up.
out like that?
Grew up.
Grew up, had to leave.
No, don't lie. He whored him out. You know?
Probably. Hey, gives money.
Yeah.
Anything for money.
Yeah. Name of the game at this point.
Some of the comic books that were talked about.
Jaws issue 1 and number 2. Number 3 is actually going to be coming out in August, you said?
Yep, it'll be coming out next month.
So in 6 years.
Yeah, at this rate.
What are these little guys over here? They're like
Cat Reapers.
cat reapers. That's cute.
I honestly love the streaming setup that you have, by the way.
I'm actually not even hooked up to this microphone.
Really?
Yeah, like it works. It's just it works better as a handle, and I don't want to accidentally hit this button right here.
No, that's true.
smart.
And I'm on Twitch, so I don't know how it would react to Twitch.
Right.
So
This Twitch is very temperamental.
not necessarily Twitch, but more how does this react to that? Because like all the selfie sticks I have at home, I actually strip the stuff off and I rip out the cord that actually has the that hooks in that controls the camera. That way I can manually control it myself.
That is honestly really clever. I might have to steal that idea for my own setups at some point.
But I mean, also because I'm interviewing people. When I interview people, it doesn't help to have the microphone just be this one, because it's only coming to me. It's not getting you.
Right.
So with this, it's getting both of us. So, and I can just hold it in front of your face like that and just be like, talk.
Also, all your viewers, I hope you guys all have a wonderful, fantastic, and absolutely amazing day.
Have a good one.
All right, thank you, y'all. Howdy. Looking at the art. Looky, it's Plush Danny.
Oh, hey! Plushies and dragons.
And dragons. Well, thank you very much. I just walked off. No, just kidding. The grape one is the best one.
Yeah.
Throwing it out there.
I love all of them. I have trouble getting into original flavor, but that melon one is pretty bomb. I don't like both of them.
I personally prefer grape because it's just like my favorite flavor and stuff.
Yeah. I got the family discount. What was the family discount?
We go from Pokemon.
I'm sorry?
I'm talking to this. We go from Pokemon to Pokemon.
He refused to take my money. Sounds wrong.
And I'm being texted.
Super amazing work. I mean, check these awesome keychains out.
I will once I. Okay, keychains. Where are the keychains?
Right here.
Right here.
All the sexy ladies.
Definitely a bondage fetish, I see. This is supposed to be a family-friendly thing, but okay.
What is family friendly? They're statues.
I know.
Fine art.
That was the joke.
I know.
Hey, look, potato chips. There we go.
Even better.
There's the man, Mr. Flick. Yeah. Don't flex. You'll break the camera. How things been going? Okay, good. Fantastic. I actually love how you have Washington Capitol stuff here in Carolina Hurricanes country.
I don't have a Hurricanes one though. Just the Caps.
I know, that's what makes it so great. You have Capitol stuff in Hurricanes country.
Okay, I got it.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
As we just focus on the art. And then the human behind the art. How's it going? Miss Manic?
It's going pretty good.
How's the weekend been so far?
Honestly, I've always liked coming to Wilkes Con, so I'm really enjoying it.
So it's actually interesting because, and we'll get into proper interview in a moment, but like 2019, the first Wilkes Comic Con, like I was wearing an LGBT pride shirt, getting all these dirty looks. There's a guy up in the front who we interviewed on stage wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt, and he was getting dirty looks today because of it. And it's just like, but like when you look at so many things, like one of the things I mentioned was like, there's actually black artists here. We didn't have that in 2019. It's become more diverse, and that's a good thing. Like we need that, you know, need to diversify things. But anyways, enough of that rant, if you want to call it that. What's your name, and tell everyone all about you.
Well, my name is Manda Manic, and I'm an artist, gamer. Yeah.
Straight to the point. You know, let's just talk about Kevin Smith. We were talking about that earlier.
Okay.
You're super excited about that and the hockey stuff.
Yes. Toronto Maple Leafs is my favorite team.
I'm so sorry you're never going to see a Stanley Cup. Just go to the Hockey Hall of Fame.
It's completely fine. My friend's a Bruins, and he gets on me all the time.
It's actually funny because the tournament that I was playing in was right outside Toronto.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Nothing like getting beaten up by Canadians.
I can't even imagine.
All the games are on YouTube. You can watch it.
Okay.
But,
I'm gonna need that link. I'm curious.
But what was it? So like, how did you get into hockey? I just have to ask because like one of the things that hockey's trying to do is try to grow, you know, the black fan base and stuff like that. So it's actually really interesting to see, you know, actually to have the conversation, especially the fact that like with Black Girl Hockey Club and stuff like that, we're trying to go to the game. Like, how'd you get into the sport, which at times can be very unwelcoming?
This is very true.
I know. I've been into hockey all my life.
So, when I was a teenager, I used to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And one of our teammates, because I was in a clan, and one of our teammates was named Cloud. He was Canadian. And we used to talk about just sports in general. And at that time, I was really into football. But he was like, no, you're missing out. You have to look at
Yeah, because American football is garbage.
It is absolute garbage. So after that, like, we started branching out from just playing to actually like watching hockey games, talking about it more and more, and then it was just like, you know what? I like this a lot better. The chirps are awesome.
So you'll enjoy this. In Kevin Smith's league, there's a trophy for best chirper.
Really?
Yes. So like if you're playing the games and you're chirping at people, you can get an award for like the most creative chirps and stuff like that.
I love that. Absolutely love that.
Are you excited for Clerks 3?
I am very excited. I showed my cousin at an earlier age, like Clerks 2. So as soon as I heard that it was coming out, I grabbed it and was like, we gotta watch the trailer. So yeah.
Super excited. Yeah, that's awesome. So let's get back to like art. So like, what inspired you to actually become like an artist and stuff like that? Like, because like these are really good paintings and stuff like that. Like, what inspired you to do it, and how did you get into it in general?
Well, when I was a little kid, my mom used to draw me pictures, and one of them that I remember vividly was a storm that she did. And the shading, the lining work, all of it was like really, really pretty. And I sat there one day, I was like, maybe I can draw. I couldn't at that point in time. It was just stick figures.
I can still only do stick figures, so it's okay.
It's the starting point, you know? My aunt actually said the same thing. She's like, all I can do is stick figures. And then after that...
I play hockey, so my hands are being used to hold a hockey stick instead of a pencil.
I mean, that's fair, you know? We all have our talents.
Or in this case, a selfie stick doing an interview.
That's fair. After that, it was just, I originally started with spray paint art, doing like galaxies and stuff like that, and it just grew from there. And I've always been heavily into anime, so yeah, I just kind of found my vibe.
And Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh yeah, gotta have the 90s cartoons.
Yeah, because like, what was it? Spray paint art. That's actually kind of like. Now, obviously, this isn't spray paint art right here, but you would do stuff similar to this, but with the spray paint.
Yeah, actually more along the lines of this.
Okay, more along the lines of that one? Okay.
That's how I started. Moons, landscapes, skylines, all of those.
Nice. I gave you my card, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Something tells me we're going to be talking hockey a lot more.
I'm with that. I'm totally with that. Honestly. Did I ask you about Shorzy?
Yeah, you mentioned, so I've never watched Letterkenny or Shorzy. It's on the watch list on Hulu. It's just not on the priority list at this time.
That's fair.
Because like you saw the movie Goon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Jay Brickell's character was literally the worst character of the entire film. Like it was a good movie without Jay Brickell. And then luckily for Goons 2, there was very less Jay Brickell.
I actually never saw Goons 2, but
It's okay. It's essentially, have you ever seen the new thing called ice fighting and stuff like that, where it's essentially like that almost in a way, but with still some hockey element to it. And it's you can watch it. It's just not the greatest. You probably were better off not doing a second one because the first one was already good enough, and it had like the perfect ending to it that you didn't need to do a sequel.
That's fair.
That's my assessment. I know everyone keeps telling me I gotta see Letterkenny and Shorzy. Well, Shorzy's the newest one. Like that one just started. Like I'll get to it eventually. It's just not on my priority list right now.
That's fair, but I will say this. Me and my friend have watched Shorzy so many times. He wasn't a big hockey fan at first, and then when I told him like about it, because he got me introduced to Letterkenny. And when Shorzy came out, he was like, hey, you like hockey, so you'll like this. And then we watched it. We have watched that show between the two of us, the first season, 20 times.
Well, how's this? We'll hop on Discord, we'll do a watch party, and we'll watch some Letterkenny and some Shorzy.
I'm totally with that. I do that all the time.
So there you go. We'll do that. We'll hop on that. But anyways, real quick, where can the people find you on social media? Because I have to go outside and find the food trucks just to show off food trucks, because we're at a con with food trucks.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go out there too.
Next thing I know, I just have you following me all the way to the food.
Just go stalking through the food.
I already had somebody stalk me to the bathroom after a panel.
Oh no!
Like he just wanted to keep talking to me about stuff. And I'm like, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom. Don't follow me, please.
No, that's just creepy. Yes.
I mean, we are at a con. There are creeps. I mean, I wear the mask because I'm ugly, and it keeps people able to talk to me.
Nonsense. Nonsense. You have a very cute face.
With the mask on.
Sure.
But anyways, where can the people find you on the social media?
Currently, I am on Instagram, Manda Manic Arts, all underscores. I have an art page on Facebook, Manic Arts. I have a lot of social media. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All of it, pretty much Twitter.
Is everything on the
Instagram.
website?
Yes.
Okay, go to the website. You'll find the social media there.
There you
Aha.
go.
All
That's
right.
perfect.
All right, well, I'll talk to you soon. We'll talk hockey definitely soon.
Absolutely.
And then I'll send you a picture when I meet Kevin Smith in September.
Yes, please do.
I'll drop $200 for that, for the DC show.
I mean, it's Kevin Smith though.
I know. But all right, I'm going to go find the food trucks real quick. We'll talk later. And these are people not waiting for food truck.
Hi there.
It's Dennis.
Yes, it is.
Hi, Dennis.
Hi there.
Are the food trucks still here?
Yes, they are.
Fantastic. Is it that way?
Yes, they are.
Awesome.
All the way to like
Food trucks.
we'll turn.
They're the. Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for us when we have dinner tonight, good sir, because we've agreed to have dinner tonight. So, we're going outside to go see the food trucks. Because I've actually never been to a convention that actually has had food trucks before.
We're staring here, Jacob. So, I ended up harassing her. I was like, okay, Jacob, we can get off and let her take
I'm like so surprised. Howdy. I'll be right back. I'm just showing the food trucks on stream.
But yeah, I just thought, it was a bit funny with the way that the numbers went up. Oh, this guy was in the panel. Enjoy wrestling. He's interviewing
Thank you. So as you see over here, we got a couple food trucks. We have a Suck It Up, a milkshake one. Awesome. Never go wrong with a milkshake. Big Roast's Family Barbecue. That actually sounds really good too. And it's so good. Southern on Wheels. Cool. Howdy.
How you doing?
I'm just live streaming.
Hey, what's up?
We're showing off the food trucks because I've never been to a con with food trucks before.
Oh, well, hello, man. I'm going to be popping up at quite a few at some point in time.
I don't know why they don't. They make a killing at some of these. Oh, I mean, if you're in Washington, D.C., which is where I'm around, it's a little harder to pull that off at that convention center.
One convention I went to a couple years back, they did have a line of food trucks outside, and funnily enough, the barbecue food truck ran out of food first. They were literally running to the store to
But here's the question: where was that convention at?
That was down in Greensboro.
Okay, so that's the thing. Like, if you try doing that in Washington D.C., the cops would be ticketing every single food truck vendor. Yeah, because you can't do that over at the convention center. So
that convention center in Greensboro was very nice. It has them all lined up.
Well, keep in mind that it's also D.C.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been. I've been through, but I've never actually like.
Oh, stop by. Go check out the monuments and the Smithsonian's. They're nice. They're free.
Maybe.
The Smithsonian's are free.
True. No, I mean taxes probably.
All right, you guys enjoy. Nothing like getting called. Oh, it never went through. Actually, it looked pretty cool for the food. We're gonna go back in because we got to break the stuff down. That food smelled good.
Yeah, in other words, if these change, you usually have to get the new one. When the other ones change, like, you gotta take it.
So we're going back now. Excuse me.
Maybe cuando salgan puedes revisar. ¿Hiciste uno, Miley? ¿Hiciste uno?
We're gonna go this way. Excuse me, guys. As you see, everyone's here for cosplay judging. Getting ready for the cosplay contest.
Stepping on the side.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Andrew! He's here, finally.
I'm back.
Yeah. No, they were just like, he was taking over the food truck.
Where's Greg? Where is Greg?
All right.
Sorry, when
they moved the costume contest forward on us by 20 minutes.
Oh, fine.
Without telling us.
Yeah. So
we're going into the costume contest now.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'm going to end the stream.
Hello, everyone on the stream. Hey.
Yeah. For whatever reason, when I'm in this mode and I try to type, it doesn't actually send the messages